Morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for joining me on another video. So today's video is going to be a what I eat in a day. If you're new to my channel, my name's Andrea. I'm a mum of 4 children. I have a 13-year-old, an 11-year-old, a 2-year-old and a 7-month-old. Plus my biggest child out of all of them, which is my husband Kev. So yeah, very busy life, very busy household. I'm currently on maternity leave, but I am due to go back to work. Depending on how my holidays play out, either towards the end of this year or the beginning of next, but it's probably more than likely going to be towards end of this year. Just nothing set in stone yet. So yeah, enjoying every single moment that I can do at the moment. Every single moment at the moment. Too many moments. So yeah, today's going to be a what I eat in a day. I'm going to start the vlog off with an apology because I was meant to upload my what I ate in the week. So when it came to editing the footage and putting it all together, some of it was corrupted. So it just meant that I couldn't put it all together and upload it, unfortunately. But if you are on Instagram and you are curious to see what I ate last week, then I did manage to post everything over on there. I posted every single day, all my meals and stuff. So if you are on Instagram and you're not following me already, if you catch me over on the same name, Absolutely Andrea, just over on Instagram as well, so then you can see it there. And I do post on there quite regular, everything that I'm eating, weighing updates, just general little bits and bobs, motivational stuff, things like that. So if you are on Instagram, it'd be fab if you can join me over there as well too. So yeah, I was absolutely gutted because I had an amazing week on plan last week. If you've seen my community post, if you are a regular subscriber, you see my community post, you'll see that I didn't get to go to group on Monday. It was just an absolute pain in my backside. Mondays are always busy anyway. It's the start of the week, the kids are at school. It's usually when I like to do like my shopping and things like that. I like to get everything organised for the week ahead so that the week is as smooth as possible. But it does mean then that Monday is my absolute most craziest day out of everything. That all aside, then I've also got Slimming World in the mix to try and fit that in. And depending what shift my husband's working, I go to one of 3 group times. So I either go to the 10 a.m, the 5:30 or the 7 p.m. group. And it's all at the same place, the same Slimming World leader that I always go to. She runs 3 classes in the same location on the same day, so that people, depending what they're working, they can make at least one of those groups, hopefully. Unless when I'm on a long day, when I'm back at work, I do a 12.5-hour shift and I can't go to any of them. But that's not until future. So yeah, Monday, obviously busy anyway. Shopping, kids at school, getting the house sorted, looking after the littlies. And then my son has football on a Monday. So he starts football at 6 until 7, and then he goes to scouts from 7:30 till 9 p.m. So in all that time as well, them getting home from school, I've got to feed them, I've got to get them sorted. Again, if my husband's working, which he's been working later shifts these last few weeks, which means he's not always home to do that drop off for Kieran to go to football. So then it means that I've got to do it. So on Monday, luckily my husband was home, so he managed to stay home with the littlies. But I ended up dropping Kieran off at football, trying to feed them, dropping Kieran off at football. And then while he was at football, there's an Asda really close by. I nipped to Asda to do the shop. In that time, then I came back to pick Kieran up. It was already 7 o'clock. I'd not gone to group. I was hoping to go to the 7 o'clock one because me and my husband was going to switch around. I was going to go home before Kieran needed picking up. And then he was going to go out and pick him up and take him to scouts. And I was going to go to group. And he was going to take the littlies and stuff like that, obviously, for just the journey to take Kieran. So that's what we was going to do. But I ended up seeing some people I knew in Asda, so I'm stood there chatting, completely forgetting that I have 0 time, and time is extremely precious on a Monday, and I need to pull my finger out my bum and get moving. So yeah, as you do, you're chatting away. I've not been to Asda in ages. I'm going to Aldi at the moment usually. I only went to Asda on Monday because it is so close to where Kieran plays football. And then so I went to go and do that. Thought I'll fit, two birds, one stone and all that analogy. And typically, since the last time I went to that Asda, they've moved everything around. So not only what did I see people I knew and I was busy having a chat, but then it was like I was in a new store completely. So I had to find everything again. So it took me absolutely ages. I didn't manage to finish my shop. I didn't manage to get everything on my list because I literally ran out of time and I had to go and get Kieran. I ended up getting Kieran at like 7:05, which was late for picking him up, but luckily football always overruns. So they were actually still in the team talk by the time I turned up and went for Kieran, actually got Kieran, should I say. So they were still overrun. He didn't actually finish until gone 7:15. Group had already started at 7 o'clock. So I knew that it was going to be touch and go whether I could make it. But then Kieran needed to be at Scouts for 7:30. And they were up at the Scout camp on Monday. And they were baking bread and doing like, what do you call it? Not orienteering. Not orienteering, I know that's with maps and stuff like that. No, can't remember the word. They were doing this thing basically towards the badge. So he needed to be there and he needed to be there on time. So I had the dilemma because in order to get to Scouts, it's, football's here on the side of town, on the edge of one side of our town, and then Scouts is on the complete opposite side. So there was no chance that I was going to be able to take him to Scouts and also go to group. Obviously, I could have gone to group a little bit later, which is what I would have ended up doing if I'd have gone straight to group after picking up Kieran. So I had the dilemma. It's either Kieran goes to Scouts or I go to group. It's one or the other. And I actually drive past group as well. And I didn't even have the time to nip in. I mean, I don't drive directly past the door, but like past the area that it's in. And I didn't even have the time to just nip in, way and go. Our groups are always really busy. So I would have been stood in the queue and then Kieran would have ended up being late to Scouts. I mean, it would touch and go whether we were going to make it on time anyway, because like I said, he didn't finish football until just gone 7:15. So he was going to be a few minutes late to Scouts anyway. So it was mum's dilemma. Do you put yourself first or do you put your son first? There's no question, is there? You always put your son first, or yeah. So that's what I did. I took him to Scouts instead and I didn't end up going to group, and I was actually super gutted because like I say, I had a great week last week and I was really looking forward to what the scales have said, and I really wanted to go to group this week because I've been messing about so much the last few weeks and being off plan or then not being 100% on plan and stuff getting in the way. I was really looking forward to what the scales would say, and I was hoping that I would have finally got my 2.5 stone award, but I will never know if that was meant to be on Monday or not, because like I say, I took Kieran to Scouts instead. So yeah, it is what it is. So I sent a message to my consultant apologising that I've just literally ran out of time and it is what it is. So yeah, I didn't end up going. So hopefully the hard work that I've done last week will pay off for Monday this week, because I am having again 100% on plan week. However, the only thing that I am even more gutted about is the fact that I'm going out on Friday. I'm meeting up with a load of friends that I've not seen. Well, a couple of friends I see quite regular, but then there's a few friends that I've not seen in literally years, maybe a couple of them like 10 years. And we're all getting together. We're going out in Leeds and we're going to a bottomless brunch. There's loads of food involved, loads of alcohol involved. So yeah, that's on Friday. So whatever I have done good last week and this week may get scuppered by Friday. I'm going to try and not let it, I don't know how I'm not going to let it, because I'm going to enjoy myself on Friday, because I have always said that I'm not going to let social events I'm not going to let Slimming World interrupt, social events and stuff like that, because I'm not one that goes out every week or anything. So for me not to let it interrupt, it's literally once in a blue moon, so that's doable. If I went out several times or even once a week, then something's got to give there. But because it's so few and far between when I do go out and stuff, that I'm not going to let it interrupt those special occasions. Like I say, I've not seen some of these friends in such a long time. It's just going to be so good to catch up, that I want to be able to enjoy the evening properly. But my weight loss is extremely important to me as well, so I feel like I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place, that I've got to choose one or the other. So I'm just hoping, instead of having to choose one or the other, I'm just hoping that the good week I had last week, and I'm going to make sure that all around me going out on Friday, and I mean, it's only a Friday evening, but me going out on Friday evening, that I'm as good as I can be all around that time as well, hoping that I do either very minimal damage, or that because I'm so good around Friday, that it's not really going to affect my weight loss. That's what I'm hoping. But again, I'm not going to know until Monday comes around and I step on those scales, am I really? So yeah, that is everything that's happened up to now. So like I've said, today it's Tuesday. I'm filming a what I eat in a day. I'm not going to do the whole weekly what I eat vlog again, because if something does get corrupted like it has done, then I've lost all that. Because I've attached everything together, I've just lost everything. So yeah, and I'm not a computer savvy that I can then pick things back out again. I'm not that computer technologically minded, unfortunately. I wish I was, because I'd probably be quite rich if I was, but I'm not, unfortunately. So I'm going to record this what I eat in a day today, and I've already had my morning brew. I've not had, which you will have seen by now because I've started off with that, I've not had any breakfast today. I'm just going to be going straight into lunch. I ate quite late last night, again because it was Monday yesterday and weigh-in, and it was absolute, well, not weigh-in, obviously, it was Monday last night, and I was meant to go to weigh-in, should I say, and it still meant that I was really, really busy. So I put off having my dinner until I was meant to go to group, which was 7 o'clock. So I would have eaten around about 8:30. But then with everything that was happening, it meant then I was still eating so late. So yeah, this morning I've woke up not feeling very hungry, which always happens. If I do find that if I eat late at night, I'm not very hungry in the morning. I feel like quite heavy and bloated, really. And again, I think that's just because my body's trying to process all that food from the night before. And when you're sleeping, everything slows down, which it's meant to, because you're resting. So you don't digest food as well, do you, when you're sleeping overnight? So I think that's the reason why I feel so sluggish today. So yeah, not had any breakfast. Gonna jump straight into lunch. So that's what you're gonna see next. Planning 100% day on plan. I'm gonna try and keep sins minimal, drink plenty of water. Gonna get out for a walk later with a dog. So I'm just trying to do everything that I can do that'll help me come towards Monday with Friday in the wings. And yeah, I think I've talked enough for this little intro bit. So apologies it's so long. I will show you what I'm eating now. So I hope you're all having a fabulous week, and I will catch you in the next bit. So take care. Lunch today is good old jacket spud with my usual giant salad. So I've done like literally a full bag of potatoes in the oven all at the same time. Number one, because that's pretty much what I'm going to be having all week, is jacket potatoes. I think I've put on my menu this week either jacket spuds or tuna cheese melts, depending obviously if I'm having a healthy extra B later on in the evening with my dinner or not. So yeah, apologies in advance. I am going to try and vary up the fillings. So I'm going to try and have a different filling every single day. But I'm just trying to take the pressure off myself, keep it nice and simple, try and have a really good week on plan. But also, because I am quite busy with the two littlies during the day, it just means then I can whack out a salad super quick, something to throw in the middle of it, and my lunch is sorted. Because otherwise I'm finding I've not got the time to be prepping loads of really different kind of lunches every single day at the moment, just because, like I say, I am busy. I've got a house to run, I've got two littlies, the other two are obviously at school, which is fine, but I'm just trying to keep them entertained as well during the day, and I can't be spending hours in the kitchen. So anyway, that bit aside, my first jacket potato for this week, and what I've got inside of it is, I've got, the only way I can describe it is like a tuna crunch. So in there, there's a tin of tuna, which is free in protein on Slimming World. Then I've also got 2 tablespoons of this Asda's reduced fat salad cream. Now I've got this because they had no lighter than light mayonnaise whatsoever. They had no light mayonnaise. They pretty much didn't have anything apart from full fat stuff, and I'm definitely not going down that route. I absolutely love salad cream, so I was really happy to see that it is actually only 1 sin a tablespoon for this. So I picked this one up instead, and I absolutely love it in tuna. Apologies if you can hear Alana, she's in the kitchen with me. So if you've never tried having salad cream with tuna, I'd definitely recommend you give it a whirl, because honestly it is delicious, providing you like salad cream, that is. So yeah, so 2 sins worth of salad cream, that's for 2 tablespoons. I have a grated carrot, which is speed, and I've chopped up a couple of gherkins super fine, which are also speed. They're sat on top of a jacket potato, which I do in the microwave for 10 minutes, and then I crisp it up in the oven, so that guarantees that the inside is nice and juicy and the skin is lovely and crunchy. So that is free on Slimming World. And then I've got a massive salad. So I've got some romaine lettuce there that I've just shredded up, which is speed, red onion, speed, and then vine ripened tomatoes and cucumber as well, both speed too. And then all I'm literally going to put on the top is just some salt and pepper, and then that is literally it. And I am washing it all down with my second bottle of water for the day. So it's only lunchtime and I'm already on my second bottle. So super proud of that, because I don't drink half the amount that I should do. So I'm really trying this week. So yeah, this is what I'm going to have for my lunch. I will catch you if I have anything else. Otherwise, I'll see you in a bit. Yeah.
Mama.
Yeah. This evening is a mixed bean and vegetable pasta bake. So what I've got here, I'll start with a speed. I've got a massive speedy salad of romaine lettuce and red onion, cherry tomatoes and diced cucumber, which again, all speed. And then round here, I've made this bake using fusilli pasta, which is free on Slimming World. And then in there, I've got chickpeas and kidney beans, which are also free in protein. And then I've also got red and white onion, yellow and red peppers, jalapenos, and also some sugar snap peas as well that needed using up, that were in the fridge. And they're all speed. And then they're in a homemade sauce of tomato, garlic, onion granules. Then I've also got gravy granules, no, not those, garlic granules as well in there. Paprika, a bit of cayenne pepper. What else have I got in there? Salt and pepper. I've got a bit of vegetable stock. I've basically thrown anything that was in my cupboard into it, just to give it tons and tons of flavour. And it's also, as you can see there, it's also got some grated cheese on top there I baked it in the oven and just made it all nice and melty as well. And that is my second Healthy Extra A allowance for the day as well. Because my first Healthy Extra A allowance was obviously the milk in my brews. So yeah, that's what I'm going to have for dinner this evening. So completely sim-free, just a Healthy Extra A, and it's the 45 grams of the Aldi's half-fat cheddar. And that's what I've got. So I'm going to go and enjoy this. I've still got my Healthy Extra B to have today. So I think I'm going to have that with a couple of Hi-Fi bars. I've got some of them peanut butter ones that I absolutely love. So I'm probably more than likely going to have that with some fruit later on. But I will let you know whatever I do decide. So I'll catch you then. So that's it. That's everything I've eaten today. Good day on plan. Feel like I have definitely had a good one. Feeling very full right now because I've eaten plenty of food. I know I've only had the 2 meals and then that snack slash dessert this evening, but it's definitely been plenty of food. Because I find that because I'm a big eater, I don't tend to snack as much in between meals, that the meals will see me through until the next meal. So I don't know, maybe in the future that might be something that I could play around with if I want to change things up, maybe have smaller meals but more often rather than bigger meals less often. But again, that's something that I've thought about maybe playing with later on down the line if I need to just change things up and give my body a little bit of a shock or anything. So yeah, finishing the day on just 2 sins, and that's for that salad cream that I had in my jacket potato earlier on this afternoon. I nearly said this morning, this afternoon. So yeah, just 2 sins for that. I've had both Healthy Extra A's because I had it in my brews, and then also my cheese in the vegetable pasta bake. Yep. I'm getting there. Honestly, you can tell it's the end of the day, can't you? Because my brain just stops. It really does. How on earth I managed to just even do this bit is beyond me, but hey ho. So yeah, I had both Healthy Extra A's, and then I've had my Healthy Extra B with those Hi-Fi bars, because genuinely those peanut butter ones are my favourite. And what I do, because I had the banana with it as well, because I chop up the banana into really small pieces, I tend to eat some banana with the apple, which tastes absolutely delicious. So if you've not tried it, definitely give it a whirl. And then I leave half of the banana to eat with the Hi-Fi bars. So what I do is I take a bite of the Hi-Fi bar, the peanut butter one, which tastes a bit salted caramelly to me as well. So it's like winner winner, because not only am I getting nuts, but I'm also getting salted caramel as well. And it's, yeah, just really, really yummy. So I have a bite of that. And then I also have a piece of banana as well in my mouth at the same time and eat them together. And it kind of has like a banoffee taste. It is just so yummy. So if you do like those Hi-Fi bars and you like bananas, give it a whirl. Honestly, you will not regret it. I'm thinking about maybe making like a cheesecake out of it one time. I'm going to have a think of how I can do it. Maybe using some quark and quark, however you say it, and using some like vanilla essence or some skinny syrup, and then using the peanut Hi-Fi bars and the banana. And I will end up mushing the banana, which I know you're not meant to do and you're meant to sin it, but because it's going to be part of an actual meal and I'd mush it anyway in my mouth, I wouldn't end up sinning it because it is going to be as my dessert. Do you know what I mean? It's not just going to be something that I'm going to mush up 10 bananas and inhale in split second, and so consume loads of calories that way. It would be as I would do just chopping up a banana. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, I will keep you posted on what I end up making, because I do like experimenting. So yeah, good day on plan. I've drank so much water that I feel like I'm a camel, which is good, but it does mean that I'm either going to be waking up a lot through the night, going to the toilet, or I will wake up with the achiest kidneys in the morning, because I do find that I tend to like ignore my body and just be like, no, I am not getting out of bed. And I ignore my body to the point where I wake up and I'm in pain. I need to go to the loo that quickly. I don't know if anyone else is the same. especially with having a baby in the bedroom with me. I am not getting out of bed and disturbing him and then potentially being up all night trying to resettle him. There is no chance. Although I've got to say, Kobe is doing amazing at his sleeping. He's just absolutely loving it, which I'm absolutely loving as well, which is great. So yeah, I'm going to finish the vlog here. Again, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. And everybody that's new to my channel as well, thank you so much for subscribing, because I have had an influx of new subscribers and I really do appreciate it, because I am trying to grow my channel. I do know that I'm quite busy, and so sometimes it gets neglected, but the bigger that the little two get, the more free time I'm going to get, and just the more I'm going to be able to advance it and just keep going. And I do want to do new stuff like, you know, hints and tips with Slimming World, budget friendly meals, budget friendly shopping hauls, because obviously I do have a large family, and so I am trying to be savvy with money and stuff. Recipe ideas, lunches, dinners, you know, all that sort of stuff. So everything that I'm doing to help me get the weight off, I want to share with you, because it's not just about the meals and what I'm putting into my mouth, it's everything around it as well. And I do want to share it with you, because over the years of me doing Slimming World, I have managed to gather so much information that definitely helps with those days that you struggle, and when you're busy, and when you're strapped for cash and stuff like that. So I am definitely going to start sharing those as and when I just get that little bit more time, and it's just going to make things a lot more easier. So yeah, again, thank you so much for watching. I will finish the vlog now. I hope you're having a fabulous week, and I will hopefully catch you in the next one. So take care of yourselves, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.